Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for this week's episode of the k65 RGB keyboard review. And it has been a week, and of course, as promised, I will deliver the full and complete comprehensive review, or as much as I would know within the week that I gotten. And I want to talk about the stuff that I did not talk about during the first impressions. Of course, in the first impressions will be in the link on the description down below. So just in case if I haven't mentioned something that you believe should have been mentioned, chances are it's probably going to be in the first impressions. And if it's not in first impressions, then I completely forgot to mention it. And if that's the case, then comment down below and say, hey, you forgot to mention blah 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 blah. And then I will of course answer within maybe 48 hours, depending on my work schedule and school and life and such and such and such and such. Now, on to the review. Of course, you can see the keyboard is set up in a certain way, and what you want to know is there a method to my madness? And the answer is no, it's just madness. Except for the FPS layout here with WASD and 1 through 6, along with Control, E and Q for reloading and melee, F for flashlight, C, I forgot what C was, but this is the basic setup here for FPS gameplay. And the rest I just feel like, hey, you know what? Let's just add a bunch of colors and see where it goes. And I really like it. It looks really nice. To me, at least. And the really good thing is the lighting system. I absolutely adore the lighting system. It is fantastic. Fantastic. As in, I can set up for FPS gameplay, I can set up for RTS, and those are the two genres I play the most, FPS and RTS. That would actually require the keyboard. I also play a lot of racing game, but that's something with a gamepad here, not the keyboard. So, and I do want to get a a racing simulator setup kind of thing going on, but that costs a lot of money, a lot of money, and money that I don't have right now. So I'm gonna get that back to you guys as soon as I possibly can. When the economy rises up and I'm able to get more money, I'm probably gonna get something like that. Probably, who knows, right? Here's the box. And of course, with good things there has to be bad things, and with bad things is the switch itself. It's not the keyboard, but the Cherry MX Red switch. I find myself missing keystrokes left and right, and when I just sort of press down, see how the colors would change because I have it on a ripple setup, and it would register, and I wouldn't feel that it would register, but it ends up being registered, and I end up typing in something that I should not be typing in. Or the other case around, which is when it's so soft that I kept thinking that I typed something in and I end up just missing the keystroke in general. And that's a switch problem. That's probably not the keyboard problem. And if you really want to say it, it's not really the switch problem, it's just my problem. I'm just not very good with Cherry MX Reds, and I find it quite annoying that I keep missing keys or missing keystrokes. That's why in the middle of the week of the review process, I sincerely couldn't take it, and I switched back to my Razer Battlefield, because that one I feel very comfortable using. This one not so much. But it's not a negative side, like objectively negative. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to tell you here, is that it's not objectively negative. It's just a problem that I have with Cherry MX Red. So I'm not saying Cherry MX Red is a bad switch, I'm saying I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. And the keyboard is very good, and it hasn't collect dust all that much within a week too, which is fantastic. And one thing that I do miss is the number pad, because when I do accounting, it makes me miss the number pad a lot. It just, things are a lot slower than what they are, and I don't have as high of a work efficiency as I wish that I would have had with the number pad. So I really miss the number pad. And this has been a great board, but the switch is not gonna cut it for me. So chances are this is probably gonna be the last time you guys see this board. And if they have a Cherry MX Blue version, which I sincerely hope for with a wing and a prayer, if they have a Cherry MX Blue with the number pad, sold. Just sold. And I believe that's all that's been covered. Have a good day, and I hope this was informative.